Letter to Joan Laporta. Dear Lapo, please, there is need for a reform and orientation of Barcelona sporting directors. A lot of people blame Deco for the way players are being sold for small money, but it didn't start from Deco. It didn't stem from him as well. Deco only assumed office last 2 years in 2023. Before him, there was Jody Cruyff, and before Jody Cruyff, there was Ramon Planis. All these sporting directors has been there in just the last 7 years or last 7 seasons, and it is still the same mistake even before them. They hold on to La Masia players till they begin to get injury or their form begins to dip before they sell them for peanuts, which is not what it's supposed to be. The transfer market, as you know more than me, is very, very volatile, which means a player might be worth 50 million this summer, but in the next winter, he is worth 25 million, half of the initial worth. So number one, these sporting directors need to know how to do PR and market these players. They fail so bad in that. These players should be hyped with Iniesta regen, Xavi regen when they are being sold. That way, you can hike the prices and get a lot of money from them. Number two is that the fitness and the physicality of these players from their Barca Athletic should be improved or worked on. A lot of them get a lot of injuries when they are introduced into the first team, whether in Barcelona or to another club. And this could be as a result of the way they train in the Barcelona Athletic. How can a young player like Bernal be having ACL at 18 years old or 17 years old? It is not good enough, and he should be worked with. The same with other players in the past. The last but not the least, relying on the success on the pitch by the way of trophies is not enough to run a club. Remember, Barcelona is still under debt as a result of the consequences of what happened 5 years ago. And are we not going to buy back the Barcelona studios? I will give you 2 examples. Real Madrid in the early 2000s when Perez took over, despite winning the Champions League in 1998 and 2000, 2 times in the last 3 years, then they were still in over 300 million euros debt. And you know more than I the value of 300 million euros as of then. Sevilla currently, despite being the most successful team in the Europa League in the last 10 years, or even in history, are still suffering a lot of debt. And it hit them badly this just concluded season. It is good we learn from our neighbors and not allow what happened to our neighbors get to us. And again, I want to ask, this 24.5% of Barcelona studio which you sold, as well as the 25% of Barcelona's TV rights that you sold, are there no plans to buy them back? Just like the way Perez, after selling Real Madrid's land to Madrid Council, later bought it back. Is it going to continue like that? How can you buy these things back if you do not maximize and utilize the La Masia Academy, in which you invest a lot on, in the way of the kind of coaches you bring there, coaches who are worthy to take on first team clubs? Barcelona Academy is blessed. These players like Gavi, Fermin Lopez needs to be sold. I will continue to say it. Because in the academy, there is Ivan Merino. I was so heartbroken the way Unai Hernandez, a player who had double figures in terms of goals and assists in just 21 appearances last season, was sold in January to Al Ittihad in Saudi Arabia for just 4.5 million euros. A player that you can term Iniesta or Xavi regen and sell for 30-40 million. And this has been happening. Alex Vell has been sold already to Como for just 6 million. How long will you continue to waste these players? Is it that because you don't know the value of what you have because you have it? When other clubs have this kind of players with similarities, they tag them names and sell them for a lot of money. Now, in that academy, there is still Ivan Merino and Alexis Olmedo. These players should not be overlooked or treated the same way. They should be incorporated to the team or sold for good amount of money. And learn to sell these guys. Like I said, the market is volatile. When that hype is there, sell, maximize the market then, and that will help Barcelona well. That is it from a concerned football fan, football matter. So that is just it. Barcelona fans, tell me what to add in this my letter before sending it to Joan Laporta. This is Football Matter, catalyst and analyst, the football pacifier and the football encyclopedia. Peace, no cheats.